Hello and welcome to the Stronghold Digital Mining Daily Update. Today is Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. I know it's a little bit dark in here. We're just using some window light. But speaking of light, there wasn't that much light in the market today. I'm taking a look here and it seems as if though NASDAQ was down nearly 4%, S&P was down well over 2%, and the Dow was not in much better shape. With all of that said, shares of Stronghold Digital Mining took a bit of a beating. I think they're trading around $3.50 a share at close, give or take a little bit. It doesn't surprise me that on a day when the market is as stormy as it was today, particularly the NASDAQ, it doesn't surprise me to see shares of Stronghold Digital Mining getting pushed around to the downside. I've oftentimes analogized that we are something of a relatively small vessel in a very large ocean called the market, right? And if the market itself becomes very, very tumultuous, right, it becomes stormy, the waves get really big, a small vessel like shares of Stronghold Digital Mining are going to get pushed around. And so I'm not inherently concerned by today's drop. I think it would be a very different story if, say like NASDAQ were up nearly 4%. Every other publicly traded Bitcoin mining company was up 10, 20, 30%, right? You know how they move sometimes. And by contrast, shares of Stronghold Digital Mining were down like 8 to 10%. That would be a little bit more alarming because then it's like, hey, what is the market really telling us, right, given that type of situation? Today, everything pretty much was down. I just mentioned that because now and then, someone will say to me, hey, like the stock really dropped a lot today. What's going on? Sometimes it does help to broaden one's perspective, take a look at what happened in the general market before jumping to any conclusions as it relates to Stronghold. Hey, as of right now, right, a little bit after 4 o'clock, we're still waiting, as we have been for quite some time now, right, for a decision from the Puro Earth Registry. I do think that the decision will be coming sooner rather than later. And by sooner, I don't mean, hey, in the next, couple of months, but rather maybe somewhere in the vicinity of weeks at this point, if not much sooner. I do believe that we will be hearing from Stronghold itself, right, the company itself, as to when we're going to be having our Q2 2024 investor presentation. I suspect it'll probably take place sometime in early August. That's going to potentially be something of a catalytic event, potentially, because we may quite possibly be hearing some new information as it relates to what plans the company has in terms of, be it growth projects, building out the carboliths at Scrubgrass. Again, that probably at this point is pending getting a positive response from Puro Earth. And hey, maybe we'll get some updates as to any potential M&A activity, any potential asset sales, any potential mergers. Again, I realize all of these topics are quite sensitive, so sometimes you can't really go into a lot of detail, right? But I do suspect that our investor presentation will contain some information that we may find to be quite useful insofar as attempting to see what the rest of the year 2024 is going to look like. Okay, so until we get together again, which is likely to be tomorrow, but we may not actually meet tomorrow. It might end up being Friday again, just because of some scheduling issues on my end. But obviously, right, if there's a momentous announcement of any kind, we'll figure out a way to reunite and have our conversations as we oftentimes do. So until the next time, whenever exactly that's going to be it tomorrow or Friday, let's stay positive, let's be great, and we'll see each other then.